Hey guys, welcome back to Swatchfest. I'm so glad you're here. So if you're new on my channel, what Swatchfest is we're going to talk about 10 random polishes. They're not going to come from a particular collection that was released recently. I don't really plan it. I just have a big bin over there that is ridiculous because as you can see I have way too much nail polish, but I have a big bin where I just have a bunch of polish that don't go into a collection because I picked it up randomly from here or there, and I don't want it to just never be seen by anybody. I want to have a place to talk about it. So then Swatchfest was born, and that's what we do on Swatchfest. I pull 10 of those shades and we're going to swatch them and talk about them and chat about our weeks. And I hope you're ready to just settle in and have a little bit of fun. This is just you and I's tradition that we do now, where we are just going to chill and just hang out and have a nice time. So welcome you guys. It's just Christmas 1 week away, which is just incredible to me. But since last Swatchfest, I have actually done some Christmas shopping, so I'm going to go ahead and pat myself on the back for not being completely last minute, but I'm pretty bad. You know, a week before Christmas, that's pretty bad. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to try to pull a color from every, color of the rainbow, but, we'll see if we can get there. That's what I always try to do. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So you guys know one of my favorite places to shop for random polishes is Marshall's and TJ Maxx, but I sadly don't have a TJ Maxx here where I live now. Anyway, I love Marshall's and you can always find great polish there. So this week my first polish came from there again, and I haven't picked up a Nicole by OPI polish in a long time, but this was gorgeous as you are seeing here. It is a beautiful red that is very orange, but actually on my nail it didn't look as orange as it does right here in the bottle, but it is bright and gorgeous, and it is called My Claim to Flame. Now this, I did end up going for 3 coats in the live application that you're going to see here in a second. I'm only going to show you 2, but after I was done with the 2, I thought I really need another one in order to make it absolutely opaque. And even then, even on the 3rd coat, it wasn't the most opaque red ever or anything like that. But sometimes that's the beauty of red polishes. Sometimes I really like a red that's not absolutely opaque, and that works for me. So anyway, this is the 3-coater probably. Like I said, I found this at Marshall's and I adored it. So my pink polish this week comes from the brand Bad Bitch Polish, and this is my first experience with this brand. They were at the indie shop that I went to in November, and this polish is called Pink Poodle. And basically this is a glitter topper. It has a very light pink base that all the glitters are swimming in, but it's not near opaque enough to be able to wear on its own, so I went ahead and wore it as a topper, which is the way that I loved it. I wore it over the neutral that you'll see later on in this video. So like I said, this has a pink base, and then it has holographic glitters in there that are kind of smaller, and then there's some that are slightly bigger than that, and then we have some pink glitters, like some pink iridescent glitters that are in a little bit different sizes. This was gorgeous on the nail. I'm sharing it with you at 2 coats. That's what you're looking at in the picture, and then that's what you're going to see in the live application, because I just wanted to see how this built up a little bit more if I put, a little bit more glitter on there, what it was going to look like. So I definitely recommend this if you love glitter toppers. This was really, really sparkling and pretty. So my week this week, you guys, if you follow me on Snapchat, has basically been making polish every single day and batching it up for shipments. This has been such a crazy week, and I knew it was going to be like this because basically, if you aren't aware, Moonshine Manny came out. The pre-order started on December 1st, and basically what that means is I open up my pre-order for about a week, a little bit more than a week, and then I gather up all the sales through that time so I can kind of know how many people would want to actually try my polishes. And then at the end of that time, I place an order to the companies that manufacture the different pigments and the bases and all the, you know, the holographic stuff, all the stuff that I'm using to make these polishes, and I wait for it to get to me, and then I make the polish. So it's a way for me to know, you know, how much I need to buy of the products, so that I don't overbuy on something and don't buy something else, you know what I mean? So especially for somebody just starting out with their brand, it's a way for me to do it and not feel like I'm flying so blindly. So basically for that first whole week of the pre-order, I didn't really have much to do because I didn't have the product to make for you guys. And then once all the product got here about 4 days ago, for the past 4 days, I've just been making polish and making polish and making polish, and it makes me so happy packaging up these polishes, and I'm going to the post office and dropping them off, and I'm just so happy thinking about them going to your homes, and I get to see you guys' snaps showing me that they're coming to you and that you're wearing them and showing to me on Instagram, and it's making me so happy. This is like the coolest Christmas present ever, to get to see my polish on your nails. It's so funny because I've been shopping for my family and shopping for Tim and my friends and stuff, and I haven't even like made a second thought about what I'm going to get for Christmas, because literally this is the coolest present that I don't need any gifts. Like, this has made me so incredibly joyful this year to see my polish going to your homes and on your nails. It has just been magical. So thank you so much. Continue to share with me if you know, not if and when you get your packages of them on your nails. It just is everything to me. So that's what my week has been, and also my week has been absolutely awesome for me because my baby brother is here visiting with me, and I call him my baby brother because I have 6 brothers and he's my youngest brother. I have 2 younger brothers, and he's 8 years younger than me, and so he's kind of like my baby brother, but he's not a baby anymore, you know what I mean? And he's just absolutely my best friend, and so we have the most fun together, and he's so great with my kids, and so that's made the week only more special for me. And so I was just having an absolutely fabulous time, even though I was pretty stressed out. I was just having such a great time. I'm trying to convince him to come move here, so that's, you know, my secret plan. So that's what my week was like, and you know, of course, among all the other crazy stuff that was happening, but that was the really fun things for me this week. So for orange today, yes, I do have an orange. I made a point to pick up a few oranges actually. So this is from Hansen Insta-Dry, and this is Orange Zest. And generally, I really like their creams from this line. I've liked some of their metallics too. I usually like this line a lot. You know, Sally Hansen is my bae. So I really liked this. It was good. Admittedly, it didn't have the most streak-free formula in the world, but at 2 coats, I thought it looked very nice for an orange. And even though orange isn't necessarily my favorite, this wasn't as pumpkin that it made me feel like I was totally wearing a Halloween polish, but it wasn't like too yellowed out or anything either. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is I like this little lady. This is great at 2 coats, so yeah, it's a good one. So I have my second of 3 glitters to share with you guys this week. This doesn't happen a lot, you know, because I'm not crazy about glitters, just because I don't enjoy the removal process. It's just not worth it for me. But you know, there's a look that you can get from a glitter topper that you really can't get elsewhere. So here's another one for you. And this one is it's a pretty basic gold glitter. This is from Orly Color Blast, and I found this at Walgreens pretty inexpensively. It was by all those Batgirl, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, you know, quartet kind of sets that they had, you know, and this was another one that was there, and I feel like this was for the Wonder Woman polishes. Anyway, it's called Triumphant Trio, so don't quote me on that, but it's a beautiful gold topper. This is in a clear base, but it's a uniform, well, there are some slightly smaller gold bits in there, and then the rest of the gold glitters are they're small, but they're all kind of the same size. You'll see when I put this on. I actually swatched it over the red, and then I'm sharing it with you over the orange just to show you some different things. This was very beautiful. It's not necessarily my favorite glitter ever. Anyway, this wasn't bad, especially because I got it for like 69 cents. These Orly color blasts are not that inexpensive normally though, so I don't think it would be worth its regular ticket price of, what is it, like $7? But it was definitely good for the 69 cents. Let me tell you guys a few of the things on my face today. I have just my regular L'Oreal foundation on that I love, that I'm almost out of. And a lot of the things that I wear a lot that you guys see. But on my eyes today, I'm wearing this L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadow in Liquid Diamond. And it just looks like that. And it's a very like cool, almost purpley looking silver. And so I just have it all over my lids, and I have Kat Von D Shade and Light in the crease, but that is it that's on my lids, and I really was loving it for like a great winter eye. I was really enjoying that today. So that's what is on there. And then on my lips, I have this Zoya lipstick in the shade Maxwell, and it's described as a deep plum with a fuchsia, like a slight fuchsia fleck or shimmer in it. And I love it. It is so nice to wear. It's moisturizing, but it's like a little bit matte. Anyway, I have a full swatch and review of their core shades, of Zoya's core shades, and it's going to be coming up hopefully tomorrow or the next day. I want to get it up tomorrow for you, which is new, and there's also a surprise in that video, so I hope you stop back by for it if you like surprises. And so yeah, that was fun. My lips are a little sore right now because I just got finished filming that. But I really couldn't have picked a better collection to start, like to do my first lip swatch video for, because even though my lips are sore because you have to remove them all, it was not attributed to the lipsticks because the lipsticks are incredibly hydrating. So that's what is on my face. Alright, for green today I have a really great light minty green cream to share with you from MAC, and this is called Doll Me Up, and this is one of the ones I picked up in that MAC sale. So this doesn't belong to a full collection I reviewed for a year or anything, but I did get this for I think under $5, just under $5, maybe $4. It was when they had that great sale that I took advantage of. And I really liked this. A couple of the polishes that I picked up from that sale haven't been like slam dunks for me, but this one was great. And it surprised me too because it's such a light shade that I didn't think it was really going to be as awesome as it was. Anyway, I love the color. The color is so fun. And it's not a one coater by any means, and it's a little bit runny, but it gets nice and opaque at 2 coats, so I really appreciate it for that because it's such a light shade. So I really like this one. I think the color is super fun, and I like that it got opaque. Next up we have blue, and I have 2 blues to talk to you about today because another blue was my A+ polish of the week. But this one could have been because this is absolutely gorgeous. This is another Kiko shade. It's 522, and this is called Pearly Sapphire Blue. And it's so funny how a lot of their polishes that I'm sharing with you lately are all have the word pearly in it. But I think it's you know, it's referring to like their shimmery nature, or their whether they're maybe slightly metallic shimmers, or this one's more of a cream shimmer. This is gorgeous. It's what I have on my nail. It's a nice, deep, almost navy blue, but it has a lot of shimmer in it. As I look at it here, it's like a pink shimmer in the bottle, like a pink to purple shimmer. And I actually see a little bit of gold in there too. This is gorgeous. I'm going to share with you at 2 coats because this is pretty sheer at the first coat. Like, it has a lot of pigment, so it's not like sheer, but it's streaky sheer. So you definitely need 2 coats, but that doesn't bother me. I'm just letting you know how many coats to expect, but this is gorgeous. This was nearly my A+. of the week, and it's just so beautiful. It's exactly what I was feeling this week. So gorgeous. So the color that I'm going to share with you later is actually very similar to this, but yeah, I definitely recommend. I love this. So I actually didn't watch any movies this week, you guys, because when my brother was here, he and I really like to watch Survivor together. Like, we're watching the current season at the same time. We don't live in the same state, so usually, except for this week, we're not together in the same room. But we really like Survivor, so we were catching up on a few older seasons. We were watching season 2 with Jerry and Colby and Tina and Elizabeth. And so that was really fun. We watched that. And another thing we were watching was Big Brother season 12, because I only got my brother onto Big Brother like maybe 4 seasons ago. So he never saw Rachel or Brenchel at all. If you guys are Big Brother fans, you know what I'm talking about. So I just had to make him watch season 12 so that he could like really see what that whole thing was about. Season 12 was such a great season. The episode we just watched was the one where Rachel and Kristen were yelling at each other, and oh my goodness, it's so funny. And then you have Brittany in the back. She has the most sassy, sarcastic comments the whole season long, and don't get me wrong, she was not very nice, but she was funny. She had like some great comedic timing. Anyway, so that's what I was watching this week. We were kind of catching up on some really old TV, so that's what I was watching. But if you guys went out and saw any great movies this week, make sure and let me know. Tim and I were thinking about going to see Office Christmas Party, but we just decided we were going to wait. So yeah, we didn't really watch any movies, but we had some fun with some TV. So I got my Zoya haul, my Zoya Black Friday Part 2 haul in the mail the other day. So I will have that haul up for you very soon. We're going to look at every single polish, and it's a big one, so be prepared to witness my extravagance. But I have another Zoya to share with you today, and this is gorgeous. So it's a very nice, deep, dusty, slightly like mauve-y purple, just a little bit. It's so pretty. So this is called Petra, and this, I don't know, I just imagine like this is what like a raisin color would look like if it had a lot of gray and purple in it. I don't know, that's just what it made me think of. This is gorgeous, as you'll see. This is definitely a 2-coater. It's not like going for that whole 1-coat cream thing that they're doing lately, because this is an earlier polish, but the color is just so great. I know I feel like I've shared a lot of shades similar to this lately with you guys, but that's just because I really love gray purple. It's one of my favorites. So I love this. Great at 2 coats. It's awesome. This could have been my A+ of this week, but you know, I had something else in mind. Next up, I'm sharing with you a polish from Jessica, the brand Jessica, Custom Nail Color it says. And I've seen this on Trans Design, or was it Head to Toe Beauty, for a while now, and I just never picked any up. And then I saw this at Marshall's, so I thought, well, this is the time to try it. So I grabbed the shade Pret-a-Porter, and this is like a pearly beige, not beige, this is a pearly buff. And it's like a very light ivory buff, and it was interesting that it was kind of pearly, and I didn't hate that. Sometimes I really don't like that somewhat lustery like nude or white, like when it has a luster in it. Sometimes I don't really like that too much, but I didn't mind it here, so that interested me, that I was like, oh, I was okay with that. So it's definitely a different polish. I don't know if I have very many like this because I kind of tend to steer clear, but the formula was okay. It was okay at 2 coats. It wasn't my favorite thing ever, but it was fine. I think I picked this up for like $4 at Marshall's, so yeah, this was just fine. So I have a last little bit of news for you guys. Lately, I don't know if you've been aware, but you guys may have been finding that some of your YouTube subscriptions are disappearing on you. You may be finding that you're not getting your notifications like you usually were. And actually, I had it seemed like about 750 fewer people show up to the last Swatchfest than any of the ones in the past few months. And that could just be attributed to holidays. But I had enough of you comment on videos that you didn't get notifications for my videos, and I've been hearing this from a lot of YouTubers, and from, like, my son was telling me that YouTubers are saying this now. So anyway, I just wanted to mention it, and I figured if you're here, you're probably one of the people that are still getting notifications to my channel, but this is probably still going to be helpful information. So basically, what's happening is people are finding that they're either A, unsubscribed from some of their channels that they've been subscribed to, you know, either a month or forever. So let's say you've been following me for coming up on 3 years, and all of a sudden you find you're unsubscribed to me. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but that's been happening to a lot of people. So a simple way to fix that, well, is of course you could resubscribe if you find you're unsubscribed, but if you want to make sure that that's not happening to you, just go to your favorite channels, and on their homepage just click unsubscribe and then click subscribe again, and then it kind of like refreshes it and YouTube knows you're subscribed. The other thing you can do is right by that button that I'm talking about, that red subscribe button, there's a little bell, and if you click that, that means that you're going to get notifications for every video that comes out. So like for me on my phone, it just dings me on all the I don't click that bell on like everything that I'm subscribed to, because I'm subscribed to a lot, even some things like for honor. But the things that I definitely want to know, you know, I want to be able to watch it as soon as it comes out, or I want to be reminded of their content. That's a really helpful thing, because it just dings to my phone, and then my phone just has a little thing and I can say watch later, or I can click on it then and watch now. So that's a great thing to do too if you're worried that you have been missing somebody's content. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of give that public service announcement, because I've had quite a few comments from you guys letting me know that you missed my notifications, that you found you were unsubscribed. So just, you know, after you finish watching this, or even right now if you want to, you can just go and just make sure you can go to my homepage just by clicking the name down there, Phoebe Moon, and just make sure you're subscribed by clicking unscribe and then clicking subscribe again until it shows the little check mark, I think, by subscribed is how it looks, I think. Anyway, and you can do that for all of your favorite content providers. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that because I know it has been mentioned a lot, and in case you didn't know anything about it, let this be your first time knowing about it, or I can introduce you to it and let you know hopefully how you can fix that problem. So let's move on to the last two polishes of the week. The first polish I want to talk to you about here is my third glitter of the week, and this comes from Simple Colors Halloween collection. And I didn't do a whole separate video on that because I just couldn't get them all in time to do it for Halloween. Speaking of which, I still have not found the Santa Bay collection for Simple Colors at Walmart. So I know that there's a lot of polishes in that collection that aren't at Walgreens or in that display. So I don't know if I'm going to find that before Christmas. I don't know. I might still put it up if I do find it, even if it's after Christmas, because I know you guys love Simple Colors so much as I do. So this color is called Play Dead, and it's a beautiful bright silver metallic with copper glitters in it. And it's small glitters and bigger glitters. And you know what's funny? Is this the same kind of idea that OPI tries to do with their creams or their metallics and puts glitter in it, but it ends up looking clumpy and lumpy. But maybe it's because this is Halloween themed, or maybe it's their different formula, but I didn't end up thinking this looked clumpy and lumpy. Granted, you know, it's lumpier than if it didn't have glitter in it, but not in a bad way. Like, I felt like the glitters laid nicely on top and you could still see them. I don't know. Maybe the whole look doesn't bother me that much. I don't know. But I felt like this was different than when OPI does it for some reason. So I felt like this was a success. I really like this. In fact, I almost considered making this my top polish this week because I was amazed at how bright the silver was, and then I was also really enjoying the fact that that beautiful glitter was in there and it wasn't too clumpy. So I was like, yes, work it. So I really, really like this. Alright, so my very A+ polish of this week is from Envy Lacquer, and this is a brand that was also at the indie shop in November, and the maker of this brand actually organized the indie shop. And so this polish is called the Indie Shop number 3, and it doesn't have a name, but that's what it is called. And so I'm not sure if this is ever going to be available again, but this will give you, like, you know, a little idea of the brand. So this is heavily holographic. It's scattered holographic, and it is beautiful. It's a nice deep. Again, not exactly navy, but it's going towards there. It's like a deeper cadet blue. And this has so much holographic, you guys. It is so gorgeous. It has holographic and gold shimmer. It's so pretty. This is a little bit thick for me, as you'll see when I apply it, but that can just be solved by adding a little bit of thinner. Indie polishes, that can happen a lot because they don't dump a lot of base in it or a lot of thinner compared to the pigment and all the goodness that they're putting into polish, because they're not expecting their polish to have to sit a super long, you know, year or two shelf life, or 3 or 4 on their shelves like mainstream brands do. You know what I mean? So don't be worried if you have an indie polish that gets a little bit thick. Just get some thinner that you can get from Sally's and pour it in there. And I remember the first time I saw a polish like that, it kind of upset me, but since then I've seen it happen to mainstream, I've seen it happen to indie, and you just put some thinner in there and you just mix it up and roll it up and it'll just be fine. So this, even though it was thick, I was like, oh, you are so gorgeous. You are absolutely my A+ polish of this week. So if you've never tried Envy Lacquer or never even heard of it, hopefully this gives you a good insight into their brand. This was gorgeous because there's so much holographic in there and the different pigments and the things she used. This is slightly textured. You could wear a top coat or you could just wear it like that. I just wore it as it was. I just absolutely love this. This was very nice and rich, practically a 1-coater, but I showed you 2. So this was my favorite thing of the whole week. Let's see how it swatches. Okay, my little cutie pies, I hope you had a lot of fun with me on this Swatch Fest. Don't forget to enter the giveaway if you would like for me to send you 6 free polishes. So don't forget, I have opened it up internationally now. So you can all enter my giveaway. It doesn't matter where you live. And then usually about once a month, I do a bunch of drawing for like the past month, if that makes any sense. So that's why sometimes you'll get messages from me for like a month or more back on an older video, because that's what I do. I just wait and I pull them all at the same time and then I get them together. I wait for everybody to respond to me. It kind of helps me keep track of it a little better. So that's why sometimes you'll get a response on a really older Swatch Fest. I think that's going to be it. I am so glad you came to hang out with me this week, you guys. Next Saturday Swatchfest, it will be the day before Christmas. My boys are going to be out of state with their dad, so it's just going to be Tim and I and the girls this year. So it's going to be quiet Christmas. It's definitely going to be quiet, but it's still going to be so fun, and it's actually getting kind of cold here finally, so I'm actually feeling very much more in the Christmas spirit because it's cold. I guess cold equals Christmas to me. It really depends on where you live, huh? But anyway, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Please stay safe out there. This week I actually heard about some really tragic accidents on the roads. Things are getting slippery, they're getting dangerous. Just drive safely or just stay indoors if you can. Just stay at home when you can. Just be safe, you guys, please. And I think that's it. I love you guys so much. It means so much to me that you come and hang out with me every Swatch Fest. And thank you for supporting me and just enjoying my channel, because that's all I want to do. I just want to give you something to enjoy and something fun for you to look forward to each day. That's what my channel is about. So I think that's it. Next week, you guys, we have so much stuff because I couldn't get as much uploaded this week because of shipping. So let me tell you guys what we're going to talk about this week. I have all of KL polish. That's coming up very soon. I think the very next thing you're going to see is my Zoya swatch video. Then I have the KL polish, all 6 for you. Live swatch application. I have the I Love Nail Polish holiday video, or holiday collection, live swatches, of course. I have, oh my goodness, I tried out some polishes from number 7. You guys, I feel like such a fool. Is it called Boots? Or is it called number 7? I just really need to like Google that or something. So anyway, I have 6 polishes from them, and they are, spoiler, gorgeous, and they feel amazing. I still have the Sesh polishes I want to share with you. We have Square Hue for December. Oh my goodness, so much stuff, you guys. Zoya has their new Natural 3 collection. I'll be swatching for you very soon. I didn't even mention the Zoya haul. That's more stuff than I can fit into the week. So you guys know I have so much stuff for you. I almost have it all filmed, and I just need to edit it and get it up on my channel. I know a lot of people are gone during the holidays, so just another reason to just hit that notification thing, and then it'll just ding to your phone and you can just click watch later. That doesn't offend me. Watch it whenever you're ready. I just want to bring the content to you so you can see it and you can hang out and we can hang out, and it makes me really happy. So is that it? Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have a bunch more Pretty Serious because I have their Midnight Manicures and their Nailotology polishes to share with you. Let's see, what else do I have? That's all I can think of, but by the time you guys see all of that, it'll be the new year, and then I have my January polishes for Moonshine May to share with you guys already, so of course that's making me very excited, but we will talk about that after January. So that's it. I hope you're having a great one. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the music I recorded for you this week. I hope you enjoyed all of it, because like I said, that is the whole point of this video, is I want to put a smile on your face, and I want you to have a fun time hanging out with me. That's gonna be it. Thanks, you guys. I will see you back for the next one. Take care, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow for that Zoya video. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, bye.